You know how they say nice guys finish last? Well, as it turns out, mediocre guys tend to finish second, because let me tell you, the amount of second place finishes I got in Apex is absolutely staggering. I mean, granted, if we're talking about technicalities, yes, it is entirely possible to place second without ever firing a bullet. It isn't until 2 squads remain that you actually have to fight anybody, but of course that isn't what I would consider my favorite way to play. And most of you probably know what I'm talking about. The ring closes, every last remaining team starts exhausting their supply of explosives, and every mistake you make is that much more detrimental. Being able to keep a cool head in situations like these to successfully claim the victory royale is a skill to behold, one that apparently I am yet to acquire. But not all second place finishes are created equal. Some of them are a bit more frustrating than others, and when that happens, it is easy for your squad to get into their own heads. Which leads us to the subject of this episode. What happens with a squad that has been denied the satisfaction of a first place just one too many times? Well, keep watching and you're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, our story today brings us back to World's Edge. To understand what was going on during this session, I have to show you the following match. You see, it was fairly uneventful for the most part. Gold is where people are apparently starting to spend a lot of time hiding due to the entry cost, but as is the way of things, quiet lobbies can get very hectic very quickly. A bit of a brawl ensued towards the tail end of the match that didn't allow us to retrieve Delphi's banner, and as such, Echo and I had to engage the last squad all by ourselves. We succeeded in creating a bit of an early advantage by punishing their Octane, who boldly attempted to rush into us, followed by a bit of a medium range poke. One of these guys having a Kraber was definitely scary, but we had to make sure they can't follow up on the damage, and a hail of grenades achieved exactly that. But while we were healing up, that Octane had rested himself, attempting to finish the job just to fall victim to our firing squad once more. Things are looking good, right? 2 out of 3 members down, all we had to do was finish the job. However... Fine, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for you right now.
Okay, I'm reloading.
No, he one-shot me with a crab!
Watching this.
He one-shot both of us with a crab! You're joking.
Jesus. This guy's hacking.
There's no way he's not hacking. There's no way, dude. Yep, chance in a million to come across a guy in gold that lands back-to-back headshots on close range with a Kraber. Granted, going back into the replay, he actually had a lot of time to line up his shot while I made the bad decision to thirst his comrade. And while I haven't seen what he did to Echo, I don't actually think that guy was hacking in hindsight. But tossing out accusations is a very clear indication for bad blood running through the party's veins. And even though this happened in the middle of our session, really, this is where a lot of our problems began.
What the hell? I got stuck on a door.
One on me, Cliff, he's lit.
He's healing the Gibraltar right now.
What am I supposed to do about that? There's another squad coming. Yeah, I know. Why? Okay.
I'm lucky. It was the Jukum. What's the strat? How do you know you were in there? That's wonderful. Big?
Yeah, throw stuff for me.
Somebody's coming up for you. Yeah, he's right there.
He's taking high, I think.
That's a devotion. No!
I see him.
Delphi!
Yeah.
No, you can do it, Cliff!
Unlucky.
Oh, they're behind us. Yeah, they're behind us. They're coming.
Oh, crap. They're all over the street.
Yeah, they're literally right here.
Of course, red armor.
They're all one. This guy's one.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh!
God,
1 HP.
Got a friend. 2 of them.
Valkyrie's one. They're all one. They
okay,
have
that
I'm
whole...
getting thirsted.
It's fine, like, I can't do anything about them. Okay. Oh, great, of course. Of course! Of course! I think you guys are starting to see a pattern here. Delphi and Echo had been incredibly antsy ever since we lost to that guy with a Kraber, prompting them to play even more aggressive than usual. Despite my best efforts of warning them about full sending it, they decided to take a very Overwatch-like approach to their gameplay, by which I mean they didn't exactly value their lives. But unlike Overwatch, you can't simply respawn after you mess up, and screaming, "This guy is one" once you are kissing the floor is not gonna change that. After a serious talk about how we can't just be doing the same thing over and over again expecting different results, I knew that we needed a mental reset. A victory of some kind to lift our spirits and get us out of that slump. And if we wanted to have any hope of that happening, I needed to keep the two of them on a bit of a tighter leash.
Oh boy. Oh, there's a squad here.
There's no way this goes wrong, right? Right.
Yeah, you guys better. I'm gonna kill one, alright? We're all gonna kill one, alright? You guys better do your jobs.
I got my 301.
I got my vault, alright? Literally, we all do the thing.
Somebody took half my ammo, so...
There you go, they detected us. Wait, you guys picked up the vault for me.
I did not.
Shot.
Here, take it.
Why did you take it without ammo?
This guy's broken, on the box. Can we push him or not?
Yeah.
No, don't put their friends on the right side.
I don't have ammo.
Crap. Okay, Delphi's committed. We go in. Push the left guy,
Delphi just... Okay, I'm just gonna go melee people, I guess.
No! Dang it, the one bullet, dude.
I got...
I'm down as well. The Valkyrie's 1 HP.
Nice.
You get all of them?
We did it!
Yo!
I downed one by meleeing him.
Yep.
Yeah, we got them all.
I was one off lethal. I was so mad at
literally
myself.
didn't have a gun.
A cohesive unit, we were not. As the most senior player in this group, I was making an attempt to guide our plays, but all of my calls ended up completely ignored, just like before. Now, as far as my 1v1 was concerned, I only had myself to blame. I was missing shots when really I didn't have any right to, but Delphi trying to justify stealing Echo's only gun definitely rubbed me the wrong way. Especially because he already had an alternator and half of my ammunition. This wasn't the first time that he decided to steal items, much to the detriment of our group, but at the end of the day, a win's a win, and that outcome was better than being sent back to the lobby. And let's just say that karma was going to hit him soon enough. Though for the time being, we made an attempt to stealth our way around an active warzone. I was hoping that we could scavenge additional items and attachments once things cool down, but fate had different plans. Hello, sir. Oh, crap. I'm dead. There's nothing. Oh my god. I need to go to safety.
Last one.
This octane's gone. There's one right here, Delphi.
No hostiles.
On me. Super close.
I can't get up there right now.
Yeah, I'm just running. So anywhere we can run. Anything, any cooldowns.
Just try to get under. I'm running going inside this building. I'm going inside this building.
There's energy over there.
I'm trying to make my way to you guys. I might be able to drop to you guys. It should be safe to get me.
They're distracted, yeah.
They're very distracted. They don't even see me.
Okay. Stay safe, Echo. Get behind this rock.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna come with you. I'll try to get
They don't know.
Shoot the drone.
Gone.
It's gone. Rockstar on us.
Gonna push from right. Behind it.
Thoughts and just running away?
I like that idea. Jump pad?
We have the high ground though. I don't have jump pad yet.
I can't really take a poke duel.
Yeah, we
It
can't
has
do
to
this.
be hard committing.
We have to go. Leave, Echo, leave,
I have a mag
Echo,
weapon.
leave.
Okay, I have jump pad. Let's take it. They're gonna follow us.
So what?
That's fine as long as I get ammo.
So I'm just gonna fight somewhere else.
Turn and
That
take
rock is just not great to fight around for us. Now, I will admit that I was looking for excuses to push for a tactical retreat. I don't believe that Echo and Delphi had enough experience to understand that fights raging on for so long attract every remaining squad in the area. And while having the high ground is fine and all, we were also prone to get attacked from literally every direction if we were to stay there. But more importantly than that, our team play was absolutely laughable, by which I mean pretty much non-existent. So far, my callouts were more suggestions than commands, but seeing as how our games have been going ever since the Kraber incident, maybe I would have to take a more aggressive approach to get them to listen.
Oh, wait, right there.
That guy in front is so low.
They have a heat shield.
They're hit. They're so hit.
They're broke.
Push yeah, this guy.
This guy's one.
Alright, now on the shield.
I need to take his ammo.
This guy's low.
Flanking.
Dead.
Dude, that was such a good call from me, dude.
Really good.
I knew it. I smelled them.
Alright, now I get ammo for days.
Can you share something? Because I got 62. I was all about my teammates getting their spirits back up. Who am I to intervene and say, actually, that was me leading the engagement? Ultimately, it's more difficult to win games when you doubt every decision you make, and after having body slammed these guys back to the lobby, we had all the items we needed to win this game and finally break the curse. We found another team sneaking about and were all in agreement about not drawing any unwanted attention on us as we watched their movements from afar, but just when I had gotten my hopes up about us beginning to play like a real team...
Not even looking in our direction.
They're standing still.
Here's
It's so
someone behind
difficult.
us.
Oh,
Behind.
Okay, we're gonna get third party. No, we're not taking this fight.
okay, where do we go?
Follow me. This way.
They destroyed the jump pad.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's just unlucky. I'll cover you. Just walk.
They tracked the other squad.
There's another squad shooting at us from the right. You guys made it, right?
Yeah.
This building, we need this.
Wait, let me throw one.
We have to go.
Ready?
Oh, there's a squad shooting at us. How nice of them.
I'm running with Cliff. Oh, there's a jump pad right here.
There's a jump pad right here.
Wait, where?
Let's take it.
Right on the other side of this wall.
Oh no, I'm going all the way
Yep,
over.
I'm with you.
Putting another jump pad down.
The play.
I'm gonna go down.
Squad fighting right here.
I'm
They're
down.
rolling.
I went the wrong way.
Oh, that's a crab.
You might be able to
No,
get
that's
me,
a crab.
actually. I'm safe.
I'm not safe. They're spamming grenades for the kill.
2 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
They're thirsting.
We need to get out of here. We're between 2 squads. Focus on one. Let's focus on the ones that you on. Coming to you.
It's always me.
I broke one.
Yeah, I broke one too.
Nice. We pushed that.
There's. Behind us, up top.
Stay beneath you. Stay
Behind
beneath you. Stay beneath you.
behind me.
Idiot.
He's gonna reload.
Sell for us.
Behind us. I need to heal. I'm going for a shield battery. Call for me. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm down.
Oh, the circle.
No. And as such, the curse remained unbroken. Listen, this was a long evening of Apex, and we weren't exactly at the height of our mental and mechanical capabilities. We decided to call it a night rather than continuing to run our faces into a wall when clearly we just weren't doing good enough of a job. But if you think that I did a good job with this episode and you want to help me out, consider showing it to a friend. It is not exactly easy to break out of my bubble and cover other games than the one people know me for, so sharing my videos actually goes a really long way. Anyway, this is it for our story here today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to drop me a like on your way out if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and definitely ring that bell icon to not miss out on my next upload. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until next time, peace.